Hey everyone, my name is Nehemiah. Welcome to Misfitsy. So 2021 is an awesome year for Marvel fans. We get 6 TV shows plus 4. We get 4 movies for a total of 10 Marvel releases this year. We already got WandaVision, which at the timing of this recording has already finished its run. It was just yesterday that it finished its run. The next one that's coming out is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And there is a character in that show that I am most interested in. And it's not Bucky, it's not Sam, it's Zemo with his comic accurate mask. Zemo was supposed to get his purple mask back in Civil War. There were concept arts about it, but he never did. But I think now is the perfect time. Now was the perfect time to get the purple mask after Thanos, after everything else. So for this video, I am going to be recreating Zemo'S purple mask. So let's get this started. Alrighty, first things first, we need a face shell. Basically, a face shell is obviously for the face, and it keeps the shape of the mask. It eliminates the creases caused by the soft tissues of the face, the hair, and everything of that sort. So we need a face shell. When you Google face shell on the internet, you would see that like literally everything that pops up are Spider-Man face shells, and those will not work. Like literally those will not work. I'm making a Zemo mask and I'm not gonna have Spider-Man eyes on that mask because I'm not gonna make Spider-Man. So the next best thing for me to do was to model my own face shell. This was something I have never done before, so it really took a couple of days for me to tweak everything and to really get a hang of it. Thankfully, I had a video tutorial that I found on YouTube that I will be leaving in the description below of how to make your own face shell. It took a couple of days to model the face shell, but the final product, if I do say so myself, came out great. It's right here. This was the face shell I modeled. Wait, hold on. There's still a bit of supports. So let's get rid of that. Alright, so this is the face shell without all the support. There's still a bunch of other support over here and over here at the top, and also some sharp edges here at the eyes, but there's nothing a little sanding can do. So the next thing to do is make sure it actually fits. And no. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, it does not fit. The face shell is a little bit too narrow. It needs like a tiny bit in the sideways direction. So I'm probably gonna print another one and make sure that it's actually the right size now. Alrighty dighty, so I have reprinted the face shell, and this one over here, I already sanded it down to make it all smooth and to remove all the imperfections of the print. But here is the final face shell, and I ran out of black filament, so I have like a white cap over here. It's sort of like it looks like the face shell is Jewish, if I'm being honest, but it fits much better than this previous face shell, and that's because I widened the face shell this way, so over here and over here by 10 millimeters. Alrighty dighty, so the next thing to do is to sew on the purple mask. We already have the face shell, which is going to keep the shape of of Zemo'S mask. The next thing is the purple cloth. This is 3-4 yards of purple flannel fabric, and it's super soft, and it has some thickness to it. That's why I got this, and I really like the shade of purple. Like, look at that. Yeah. Oh well. So I have no idea how to sew. I literally do not have a plan on how to make this mask. I don't know how to make all the seams and all the grooves and all of the design things. So for this part, I'm going to be just doing a prototype. And then as the weeks go by, as Falcon and the Winter Soldier continues streaming, I am going to be making this mask and refining it. So you'll be seeing by the end of the series, probably, the full Zemo mask in all its glory. Going back to the mask, I have printed out a template. So this is a mask template I found online that I'm going to be cutting this, and hopefully this is going to be enough material, enough fabric for the face shell. So let's get that started. And also, by the way, before that, I have my sewing machine over there. So that's gonna be really handy for the next part of this video. Alrighty, so here is prototype 1 of the Zemo mask. Focus. Yeah, there you go. And it came out a little bit too small for, like, there's not enough material here at the back. So if I sewn this in, it would just create a very tight seal just right over there of the facial. And I'm even using the facial that was even too small for me. So this taught me a lot of things. It taught me where to put the lines, the grooves of the mask, and even if when I just drew these lines, you can see it sort of looks like the Zemo mask. So I'm going to be using this as a test piece in order to sew in these lines and whatnot. You can see all the individual paneling on the sides over there. So this taught me a lot of things, which led me to make this. This is prototype 2, which is bigger. There's enough material at the back, sort of enough material at the back, and there's like the fabric is thicker. Basically, I just grabbed 2 pieces of fabric and just sewn them together to create one piece to use them for one side of the mask. So this is going to be really cool. The next thing to do is to do the individual panels of the Zemo mask. I'm not quite sure what I should do. Zoom in on me. Zoom in. Okay, there you go. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing for the mask. If I'm going to be cutting this into individual pieces and then sewing them back together in order to create sort of the grooves that I made, like this over there, like this in the middle, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be doing that, or if I'm just going to be um, scrunching up material and then sewing that, because that looks good also. You can see that looks good also, but I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not quite sure. Aside from the grooves that I plan on implementing, I'm planning on implementing or putting in a zipper here at the back, so I can just zip up if I just want to put it in, and I am going to put it in just to show how it looks like. There we go. So I'm not quite sure if the mic picks me up, but here is how it looks like. You can see the face shell keeps the shape of the mask that I really like, and then over here at the sides, here at the side, and here at the back. There you go. And I am really enjoying learning how to sew, learning how to do all these things, because this is something that is really outside of my skill range. I'm all 3D modeling, all architecture based stuff. So this is really interesting to learn. Alrighty, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This is like literally part 1 of maybe 2 or 3 parts of making Zemo'S masks. As Falcon and the Winter Soldier continues on, I'm going to be uploading this, and I'm going to be sure to upload the final mask way before the series finale of the show. So here is Zemo. Like, here's a beheaded Zemo anyway. So here's prototype 1 and here's prototype 2, and maybe there's going to be a prototype 3 with all the panels going in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Keep hoping, keep believing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.